Roxanne, and I'm here with Queen's TV's Word on the Street at the corner of Division and William. Today we're talking to Queen's students about their ridiculous heating bills in the winter and what you do to keep them low. So let's go find out. And when do you decide it's time to start turning on the heat?
When it gets too cold to be inside, when I have to put on my big bulky sweaters, then I know it's time to turn on the heat.
It's usually after the 6 of us in our house have decided that it's time to do it after we've worn gloves for a week and a half.
When we had to wear more clothes to bed than we had to wear outside in the day, that's when we figured we should probably bite the bullet and turn on the heat.
As soon as it gets cold.
When it gets cold. When I feel like it, yeah.
Have you ever had a really ridiculously high bill?
They haven't been too bad. It was in our house that had awful insulation, but when you divide it by 6, it works out pretty good.
I have. Last year, my house was heated with oil, so it got pretty expensive. And we ended up putting that saran wrap type stuff over our windows, and that brought down the cost a little bit, but it was still pretty pricey.
Not as of yet, but we got a new one today and I was too scared to open it.
Definitely. I used to live in a big old house and the heat just kind of escapes out the top, so every month pretty much.
Have you ever had any problems with housemates over fights over what to keep the thermostat at or anything like that?
Last year, actually, yeah, we had some problems. Sometimes somebody would turn it up really, really high, and then somebody else would go down and turn it way back down. But mostly the fights came over paying for it and people not paying on time, but yeah.
Nope. We usually agree when it's really cold.
Sometimes we disagree over what temperature it should be, but other than that, no.
Yeah, my housemates tended to be more of the taciturn type and would just tell me to put on a sweater kind of thing, but I lived in the very top of the house where there was the least heat because it's kind of this shady addition. Yeah, it got kind of messy. I actually moved out after last year, but I guess that tells you how that went.
So it seems that most students do have very high heating bills in the winter. Some decide to tough it out, bundle up, and cozy up with their housemates, while some decide to pay up and stay warm for the winter. For Queen's TV, this is Roxanne.